Hey, how's it going? And today we're just taking a super quick look at the editor utility. Unreal Engine is putting a lot of effort into this and making this a lot more powerful. I was inspired to do this because I was watching this video here that was done at the GDC, and they talk about the editor utility. And here he creates a widget that toggles the directional light off and on. In here he shows that it can work in the editor and out of the editor. But right now I can only get it to work out of the editor. So I'm not sure if there's a bug or something. And so I just thought it would be fun to show you how fast and easy it is to create an editor utility. So we're just going to right click here, go to editor utilities, and we'll go editor utility widget. They give us a choice of a stack box, that's fine. And I'll just leave it called new editor utility widget. A stack box is essentially two boxes in one. It can be horizontal or vertical. So I'm just going to go ahead and make this vertical. All we have to do is get a button and drag this onto the scene like that. And then we can get some text here and drag that on the button. And on the text, we can just go toggle light like that. And we can change the color and make it red. And I can make it a little bit bigger, maybe 40 or something like that. So essentially what we have is on this side, we just have a regular widget blueprint. And then on the graph side, we just perform whatever functions we want to do. So as far as I understand it, what the editor utility would be good for is if you wanted to do like a batch command, there were several things in your scene that you wanted to adjust all at once, you could create a utility to do that. Or you could use it to create like a custom menu that you could use to change things. So that would be maybe for like a demo or something that's some scene that you're working on, and there's certain things that you want to be able to do, kind of like a script, some kind of helpful script or something like that. Here on this side, we just create the interface. We could put as many buttons or controls as we want. And then on this side, we just program in the logic. In this case, we want to just be able to toggle a light, a directional light. So to do that, I'm just going to search for get actor of class right here. And we're going to search for that directional light because there's only one. So we'll go get directional light right there, and we'll just plug this in here, and we're going to right click and promote that to a variable, and we'll just call this light reference, and then we're done there. We'll compile and save, and then with our button selected, we can come to on clicked, and we can just get a flip-flop node here, and off of here I can get that reference to our light here, and here we can just pull off and go set intensity right there. And here what we can do is just leave it set at 0, and we'll plug this in right there like that. And then I can select this and hold down Control D and make a copy. And then we'll just plug this in here like that. And then what we'll do is we'll wire this in like that right there. And this, by default, the directional light has a value of 3, so we'll pop in 3. And that should do it. And we'll go compile and save, and we come in here. Now, if you don't see the widget, it's because we didn't turn it on. So we have to come in here and go run utility widget. And now you can see it right there. But let's say I close it here, it disables it here, right? So I can come up here. There's also, if you come up here, if you don't see it and you know it's there for some reason, you can come up here and get to it this way too, through the tools menu. So now if I hit toggle light, the light goes off, it goes on, off, on, off, on. So it seems to be working. Supposedly they have a new feature where it will work even when you're in Play in Editor, because if I hit play, you'll notice it dims out. It doesn't seem to be operational. It looks disabled. I can come over here and double click into here. There's a class setting that we're supposed to be able to use called is enabled in Pi, and go compile and save, and I hit play. Oh, I've got to run it. So let's see, I'll come up here. This will run it. You see how it's lit up now, but it doesn't toggle the light. So I'm not sure why that is. I don't know if that's a bug or I'm missing a step or something, but it seems like it should be working. And what's puzzling about it is if we come up here, let me grab all this here and pull that off to the side. And what I can do is let me disconnect this wire here for a second. I can search for an is valid node because that's the only thing I can think of is that I don't have a valid reference or something. And so I can get the reference to the light and plug it in here. And so if it wasn't a valid reference, I would expect this not to work. And then I could even print a string here and go print string, and I can just go is valid like that. So I know I think my reference is good. So I come in here and I'll hit play. Toggle light, no toggle, but you'll see I'm getting is valid coming through. So I have my reference is good. I'm not sure what needs to happen or if that's a bug. Other than that, it works outside of the editor. For these editor utilities, that's how they've always worked before. They haven't worked in the editor. So that's why I'm thinking maybe it's a bug, because it works outside of the editor just fine. And that's where I'm used to seeing them work. So anyway, that's all I had for today. I hope you found it helpful. Take care. Have a great day. And I'll talk to you next time.